Like you said, it's right here. I was seated where Bulldog is sitting. Sorry, Bull God. I'd finished from Joy, so I just wanted to hail the two brothers and run away because you know me, I really they shy interviews and that, but people don't know. So I say make I hail them and run away. So say, oh, you don't go come, oh, you do already with that. So by the time I got in here, they were talking about an issue already on radio. I was not really paying attention. But before I sat, I had to see the video back to be sure. That's to be able to. So before I sat, and the conversation I was going to a point where Chega just threw it to me and be like, oh, so if somebody play something around those ends, say, oh, Stone, like this one, if you go fee, you go nice. So that's how he presented. I'm like, yeah, why not? Because before I sat, I remember hearing something about Tinny. So I'm like, why not? And I think I must have. I didn't really even pay attention to what it really was, if the amount. So I was, but irrespective, or boss would be and I'm saying, oh, why not?
So you didn't even know how much money was involved.
The video is there. The video is there. Sometimes when you talk that thing, you forget some things. Me especially, So the video is there. So bang, I just sat down, and then the guy, and then I said, yes, why not? So I think the guy wanted to continue to talk and explain, and I said, no, that one I don't know about it, but the forward way they need. Specifically like that, where so boss, if you say so, the other. Okay, so I said, then we're gonna leave the money with Don Chega, so that you can come and pick it up.
Right.
God knows. At that time, I settled in already. I didn't even say, oh, I go send you. There are some ways that you can say things that would mean that you want to take shine off of the thing. So I said I would leave it with Don Chega so that you come and collect. There was nothing relating to Tinny. At that point, I didn't forgetting about whose issue it was. Honestly, done. We went out there. I used the ATM. I left it behind, and I know we left it. Further on, I saw a lot of news. I chanced upon a few that I wouldn't even retweet because it will sound some way or it feels some way when somebody sees us. Because we have fans who are really happy when we do some of these things and use it against other people. But I don't condone that level. So time passed, and then when I heard, I think it was Hagler who sent me the video. Have you seen this? Mahaka? I'm like, hey, what is loading? Make us see what it be. So when I saw it, I was like, I'm not really surprised about school. And then it fled in the news. It's all over. But it's a real effect. I really felt sad because I've been knowing that a lot of people don't like me. I've been knowing. But I don't take it to heart. I still manage to do me. I'll be honest, in this industry, I've faced my fair share of hatred, and I'm still facing it. I think it's generally because, people have their own fears and have their own scars that, it's only reflecting on other people, where it's really not supposed to be. You see, Tinny is somebody I've respected, irrespective of knowing his stance, when it comes to a few things, we still have to respect him because it's based off on their fabric that we're here today. You know what I mean? It's based off on other people's fabric that they came. Still is going to be based off on our fabric that other people will come. That thing is something I really, really need for people to pay attention to, especially artists. Like, no matter how new, big, fresh you get, you have to have that understanding that people have built that block to a point. So I never put dirt on people's name without any cause, because we are all humans, So when Tinny just went on that hard, it hit me because see somebody with an open heart and that, but I didn't take it too deep. It only now closed it for me where he really stands. Maybe when you see a tweet or two and it's all vibes, but now you understand that, look, this guy didn't even take time to check it. And you could have called me before, you could have... No, like, bro, I was just walking and I saw something I could deal with and I dealt with it. And even so, I had to thank the guy. I'm like, you could have chosen not to accept.
Right.
When he thanked me on air, I said, no, thank you too, because you could have said no. That be that whatever you have in mind, you are pushing it. Maybe you want it to go to, and the thing is with the police. And if somebody says something is with the police, I think it is believable, kakra, because a police for no is a legal institution. You can't just lie on police and say the thing is there. So that was one thing that made me know, say, even if I had to think on my toe, it is true a situation to deal with. You know what I mean? If it wasn't a police now, or can I say, and a grand guard be an EBBA, instantly I know, so this we for wait, make we check if it's a credible situation. So big respect to Tinny. Whatever made him say that, I think his reason that he added to the interview at the time that I didn't call him before or after, I think is flawed. It doesn't warrant for you to, you know, squeeze me in such a manner to insult my intelligence when I think that we owe you guys the respect, at least, you know, just like other people should owe us the respect to also. But this is what you face, bro. I'm telling you. There's a lot of talk love, but there's no action. I can point and beat my chest that I'm one person who doesn't talk love, but I show a lot of love inside and within. I'm very honest. There are so many things that you don't hear, you won't hear. But when you get to hear them, then you give me my stone. Any Stonebwoy anyway. You know? Yeah, but people talk love, they don't show love. They don't know love.
So when you saw the video and the insults that came with it, what was your first reaction? Your immediate reaction?
Yeah, it just finished it for me to know that, like, you know, you might take it lightly, but take it serious. You know, sometimes you forgive people and you forget things and you realize that, oh, we're all cool. But that only reminded me, which is even normal, that look, people don't like you like that. The signs he show, or this tells it for sure that he don't like you.
So will you work with him?
You see, I'm not sure I would want to work with him now. The truth be told, I'm sorry how they're going to turn this around. But if you can realize, over the past times, I've only released a song. Myself, I've only released Therapy in a while, and I'm about to drop a next one. I think why I am not working with anybody, not just him, I've had a lot of phone calls to do features that I've not really shown. You know, they should remember that I'm the same one who will pick a phone or go on Instagram and hit up Mr. Drew to say, let's do a joint. So it is time now that I'm focusing on for my next project. So that's the only reason why I may not work with anybody within this period until after my, you know, probably after my album is dropped. And even so now, it goes beyond just my decision to do a collab with somebody, because we are now working at a level where we're striving to want to hit the next level. So it should be understandable. Like, working with any foreign artist or any foreign mind understands this easily. To be honest, I've worked with people that I can't release because they can't clear the song right now. I'm only extending it to explain that we shouldn't be taking it too harsh when somebody says, you know, oh, Stone, Charlie, this song, if I go give Stone, no, we know say it go work. And then they go find your way. But when you turn it down, they hate you immediately. They be like, they say you're trying to want it. It shouldn't be like that. Like, it's a thing we have to try and forget, especially if we are creatives, you know.
But in a case of Tinny, if, let's say, well, we all know that he hasn't released big jams in recent times.
No, but he has jams. You see, there's one thing.
I know he has jams. Yeah. I mean, what? Please, before anyone will get me wrong.
Sorry, yeah.
So what I'm saying is that he's not, I don't know, probably that is his personal stuff. That, okay, let me rest on the music for a while. I mean, I've worked with Tinny in the past, and I know how he works. He's a hard worker. We all know. I mean, this is something we shouldn't even discuss, because we all know his contribution. But here is someone who, when you did your first album, he was on it. He featured for you
clearly.
I mean,
clearly, and this is one of
this jam,
and this is one of the big songs that I still have, you know, and it's beauty, and this is where I believe he claims that he has helped. You know, when you use help in a certain context, you might be getting it wrong to send some signals to people to feel that when sometimes you see Jano say, you see, man like Mr. Logic, he knows me, man like Bulldog knows me. I understand things. My brain they work. My mouth know the two talk. The contest where you put somebody will feel immediately like, he helped Stonebwoy said before I ain't done nothing to nobody like that. Like, say, Abia, this is it. He gave me a feature and I pushed it and we made sure the song was a hit. And I always be grateful. And I've gone back to his ends to do a feature for him to in time. So I think this is a blessing. But it's not supposed to be termed in today as something that you would have done to, bro. I hope you guys are trying to get the point that I'm here. It shouldn't to be. A man in quiet is say, "Oh my boy, then I feel now we me boni because the me no kura no pono. So what boy me than I'm here sample and then say to me say me ni papa because at least me kai
straight.
So, in this case, if anyone is in trouble, wouldn't you lend any support?
Government, you see me, I dey help people where they know they talk. I dey help people where they forget. Me. Last week, my wife will remind me say I get land for somewhere.
Refi.
That be how I did.
Usika dosu.
No be so, but that be how I did. Like, I don't know how God do me, but my memory to remember thing where I do good I dey remember thing, but that one alone, serious I dey tell you. So if me sebe nyankopo adomina my papa da forget you, wallahi minkai. Inti, that's just what it is for me.
Let's stay with the
Inti,
matter.
Still no. I will do the most I can for whoever I can. That's all. It wouldn't stop me from being who I am because in the end, obeying him was as easy. Obeying him was as easy. Like you realize that obeying him, what you produce, if you give. Sana reality, like it goes round and round. What you produce now, you don't eat it. The tree produce fruit, but I see say the tree they eating fruit before.
No way.
You go give it out. Do you know the SN the sebi a tan or no G and or DNA? Yes. Aha, or no amount of fruit you know, the did you now me, then man. You know, so technically they need that too. So such is life, the order of life, you know.
103.9.
It's about tables. My God.
This is Pits.
Kasa, Charlie, Kasa.
Stonebwoy. No, so the case where he's asking that you should have called him. Were you expecting him to call you?
Never.
Not to even thank you?
Please, at all, it was not in my mind. I think his point of me should have called him on the situation, I think is flawed. Based on that, is flawed. We can call different times, whenever, however, but that case was dead already. It's flawed. It's not really. It doesn't pin me to anything. Okay. It doesn't make me deserve what he feels about me or he said about me that day.
A bird whispered to me that you guys met lately, even after the incident.
No.
Have you seen him?
No.
Haven't you met him?
No. If we were swear by the Bible.
Check out where you talk.
Because I heard it that you guys met. No, you didn't say it on air. Why you did like that?
I mean, I said it on air.
You said it on air.
Yes.
But off air, we heard that.
I say then we do.
No, we were not.
No, we know.
But you cry, who you be?
I don't know.
We are Bonsam be. We are Bonsam. Wow. So if you are to meet him, what?
No, nothing go. Me, I'm good because there are a lot of people where you see there are a lot of people we know say them know be this like this, you know, but we do like say we don't know. So when you meet, what you meet, you just discuss, you just move, you just da, and you move on. I can never have any issue with Tinny. And to be honest, it's not today where they see his stance about Stonebwoy. It's okay, it's normal. But it can't get worse. Like, I can't ever have any issue with it.